Do you ever get obsessed about something, even when it's meant to be healthy? Do you have a tendency to do too much? I do, and maybe you do too.
Oh wow, good look.
Hello there, Amanda here, walking at Oxley Common in Brisbane. I have been walking 10,000 steps a day for around 2 months. Actually, I think yesterday I did 8,000 for the first time in a while. And I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of walking, but also the things I've noticed in my own body and in my own mind and how I feel. I'm a regular walker. I go walking at least a few times a week. And before my husband and I went on our hiking adventure to Carnarvon Gorge, I'll link that video here if you're interested, I was averaging around 4,900 steps a day. In the lead up, we did a few walks so we were prepared, and we wanted to be capable of walking at least 20 kilometres a day. One day on our trip, we walked around 37,000 steps. So that equates to between 26 and 29 kilometres. And this is where things got really interesting. The next day, I really thought we would just want to rest, but we got up and we walked again, and the following day we did the same thing, and I realised I was feeling better and better the more walking I did. I was a bit knackered, but the more I backed up and walked, that tired feeling just left my body. Who'd have thought? Could it be that I didn't need as much rest as I thought? Is 10,000 steps a day really all it's cracked up to be? So 2,000 years ago, we walked 15 to 17,000 steps a day. 100 years ago, we were walking around 12,000 steps. And now in 2025, we're walking, wait for it, 3,000 steps a day. What the? That is a massive decline. And to be honest, I find that stat pretty scary. Maybe it correlates to some things we are seeing in society today, but that's a whole other video. The question begs to be asked, where will all this inactivity lead? So, more obsession. And, there's little snippets of things that I notice when I go on the same suburban route that I kind of take. It's really familiar to me because I've been doing this route for, over 20 years. And little things change. Trees grow or they fall down or, I notice renovations that people are doing, or they've got little fruit trees that are, seasonal fruits. And so I feel like there's something really comforting in that, in noticing those subtle little changes that happen on our daily walk. And those same little subtle changes are happening for and to us as we grow, as we change, as we age. And I just thought that was a little snippet of something that I find comforting to notice. Happy day. There are so many good reasons to include walking in an exercise regime. Cardiovascular health, weight management, bone and joint health, muscle strength, mood, sleep, increased energy, brain function, prevention of so many diseases, enhanced respiration, great balance, aiding our digestion. The list goes on and on and on. Simply adding walking to our regime is such a great activity for most able bodies.
and can be such a great source of social connection as well. So there's many good reasons to be obsessed. The more I walk, the more I realise this. Movement isn't something to recover from. It's actually something that can restore us, and that has caveats too. We can do it in a way that's going to work for us. As we stretch our legs, we stretch our minds and our souls. Saint Augustine himself, a great walker, remarked, Solvitur ambulando. It is solved by walking.
I'll say yes. I will readily receive
So
that.
something happens to me
gonna get
around
these
10
little,
minutes into a walk. It's powerful. My
gonna get
energy
these little,
changes,
purple
my
flowers.
mind opens, and I feel a spaciousness, a deep sense of calm. Walking is definitely like a meditation, a way to breathe deeper, to feel reconnected to myself. I had a yoga teacher a long time ago now who said that every single morning we should get out from under our own roof, walk out into the world and look up at the sky so we can get out of our own heads. And I really think there's something in that. I rarely do my 10,000 steps in one go. It's usually shorter walks, one after journaling in the morning, and that sets the tone for the day. The rest of the steps, they just come easily after that. I decided to capitalise on incidental steps, so walking to coffee dates with friends or up to the pool where I swim a couple of times a week instead of getting in my car. It feels so liberating not to get in my car, to whack my stuff in a backpack and set off on an adventure. It feels like I'm a kid from the olden days. Incidental steps, they happen so easily, and before you know it, you've added a few thousand and you've reached your goal. It feels so good. Some really nice things happen when you're walking. You might bump into a neighbour you haven't seen for a while, and as you walk, you talk and you find a rhythm and a sharing. Just like this morning last week when I bumped into my friend and neighbour Marilyn. She told me the most beautiful jacaranda carpet story.
I'm going to get it.
It is just
Oh. It really is a carpet, isn't it?
Yes, well, I call it that because a friend of mine, Caroline, she's a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
She's got this song, Blues and Greys,
Yeah.
and in it she's got this line, Jacaranda carpet.
Ah, how
Just
nice.
gorgeous.
Wow. Would I be able to add that into my walking video?
Hell yeah.
That little story?
Yeah.
So good. Thank you.
So back to the caveat I mentioned earlier. Last Monday, I was completely knackered and I did not even do close to maybe 3,000 steps. My body needed rest. So as with any great thing that you do for your body, your mind, your mood, listening is the key. Do I want to? Do I need to do those steps today? Or is it becoming a chore? Is resting the best thing I could do for my body right at this moment? Or some other form of movement? I can't say whether or not I'm going to continue the 10,000 steps.
And some days I really don't feel like going. Like I was working late last night and I kind of wake up and I think, oh no, I won't go today. And then I go, no, yeah, I will go today. Because I know at the end of this little half an hour, 40 minutes, I'm going to feel great.
I know for sure that I will do more steps, not less, as I walk into my future. A balanced obsession. So walking friends, 10,000 steps does not need to be the rule. It can be a rhythm. It can be a pathway to wellness. And it doesn't have to be every day. It can be as many steps as makes you feel good. Because sometimes healing isn't about stillness, it's about movement one step at a time. If you've been feeling stuck, low on energy, or wanting to try something new, try walking, not for the steps, but for yourself. Thanks for walking with me today, sending love across the trails of the world. Let me know where you're walking to next. Bye for now.